Alright guys, what is going on here? T Storm Chasers, Riley here, back for another weather video. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and talk about a wide variety of things. We got a lot to get to here in this video. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but we're gonna get back into this here for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Sioux Falls area had some rain showers around the area today. But it's kind of fizzled out. As you can see, there's a little band here near Rock Rapids, but that's kind of fizzling out. As you can see there, put a loop on it. There was also some activity near Worthington that has kind of faded out. But the rain activity has shifted north, kind of Brookings, Watertown over to Clark. That is where we got some rain showers now going on, and that's going to continue to progress northeastward. And so pretty quiet overall, some cloudy weather over our area. But if we go west, and this is where we're going to get to first here, I do want to discuss this. So out west, we currently have some thunderstorms going on. I'm going to put the radar here on in just a second. But this was, in fact, this was a day one outlook today from the Storm Prediction Center, highlighting western South Dakota with a marginal and slight risk of severe weather. Did include Rapid City area today and the Black Hills region, also up to Faith and Lemon with the marginal risk. But so that was a risk of severe weather today across western South Dakota. We wanted to talk about that. And let's go ahead and put the radar on now for the Rapid City area. Let me go ahead and do that here for you. And there it is. So there is your thunderstorm activity. We got some rain, kind of up by northwestern South Dakota, Bill Fourche up to Buffalo. Also just west of Mulbridge, some hits of rain there. And then also near Faith as well. And then just northeast of Rapid City. Now, we do have some thunderstorms to talk about. One right here in particular is rather strong. Let me go ahead and turn that off. And there we go. We have a severe thunderstorm, in fact, going on right now. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. And it does include Kadoka, Wambly areas, moving east at about 30 miles per hour for some small hail, as well as 60-mile-an-hour winds there on this storm. And this is in effect here until 7:15, so another half hour or so on this storm. A strong storm here, and it's moving towards Kadoka. So if you have anyone near Kadoka, Belvedere areas, Wambly, anywhere in these areas, please be in your safe spot here, as we've got a really strong thunderstorm heading towards the area. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do a storm track on this real quick for you. Let me go ahead and do that. Kind of showcase the strongest part of the storm here. And if we do that, we basically got Kadoka there at about 6:49. So you got about 5 to 10 minutes, and before that starts to enter Kadoka. Then Belvedere at around 7:05, and then Murdo at about 7:40 at its current projection. But there's a storm track there for you. Wambly area within the next 5 to 10 minutes as well for that storm. So just wanted to talk about that we do have some thunderstorms out west in western South Dakota in our western coverage area regions. So yeah, those will continue to progress eastward. They will most likely lose their strength as they progress east. But I do want to mention this down here in Nebraska, southwestern Nebraska of our coverage area. There is a tornado watch even into Colorado and Kansas there. A lot of severe weather down there right now. We had a tornado warning earlier in the western corner of Nebraska there, Panhandle, northwest of kind of near Scottsbluff. And then we had another one down here in northeastern Colorado. But these storms here down by North Platte, McCook, Nebraska areas, those are going to shift northeast. So basically the activity right now is kind of in this area. And these are going to shift northeastward towards O'Neill, Nebraska, and eventually here impacting the Sioux Falls area overnight tonight. Those thunderstorms are going to make its way northeast towards our area overnight. So you might hear some rumbles of thunder tonight across the area. And we're going to show the model run here for you in just a moment. Did want to briefly touch on that. Alright, here is a look at a model run here for you. This is taking us out for tonight into tomorrow morning. So there's your thunderstorms out in western South Dakota. Those are going to progress eastward. Let's go ahead and run this out for you. This is tonight against some isolated severe weather. We already have that going on in western South Dakota. And as you can see, what we were talking about just a minute ago, those storms from Nebraska are going to make its way north and east towards our neck of the woods overnight. And there you go. That's about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And as you can see, there's those rain and thunderstorm activity across our region. And those are going to move out of the way there, move out of our neck of the woods. And then right here by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, you can see those storms have cleared out. And it looks like we might have some new development kind of mid to late morning across northwest Iowa into northeastern Nebraska, maybe even a little bit of southeastern South Dakota there, with some isolated activity there maybe developing tomorrow morning. But that is still not the main event. We're going to get to that here in just a moment on that for tomorrow afternoon. Really, the time frame we're looking at really starts in the afternoon. Basically from 2 to 9 p.m. is essentially the prime time for the area we're going to be watching, which is southeastern South Dakota, northeastern Nebraska, and western Iowa there for that development. Okay, so here's a look here tomorrow afternoon. So this is beginning here at noon tomorrow. As you can see, this is the area we're going to be watching, really eastern, northeastern Nebraska for activity to fire up. And also we're looking for that clearing. If we can get that clearing across Nebraska and southeastern South Dakota into western Iowa, this area, if we can get clearing, that is going to be dangerous for thunderstorm development. It's going to be very conducive there for that activity to form. So just really, yeah, it depends on if we can get that clearing. And according to this model, the NAM here, it does show that there is some clearing to be expected. And then let's simulate 3 hours ahead. So this is taking us to 3 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. And there it is. There's that activity that blows up in eastern Nebraska and northeastern Nebraska there. And that will move northeastward towards our neck of the woods. So something we got to really be keeping an eye on. And then there it is by 6 o'clock, right there. There's your prime time severe weather right there across northeastern Nebraska and southeastern South Dakota. And what's interesting about this is this area really is just in a marginal risk at this point. And really what they were focusing on, especially, is down near Omaha, where that's the bullseye of this event. Really, the eastern Nebraska, western, and southwestern Iowa region is kind of the bullseye there for tomorrow. But according to this model, it's shifting things north and west towards southeastern South Dakota there with that severe weather. There it is right there, kind of Yankton up to Mitchell over to Sioux Falls, kind of that area, and also Sioux City area as well. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen tomorrow. It'll be very interesting. And then it kind of fizzles out there by 9 o'clock. And that's kind of the end of it as it moves into Iowa and southwestern Minnesota. And that's kind of the end of the event. And then things will clear out. We'll get a break on Saturday before more thunderstorms will fire up Saturday night into Sunday. And that is our next shot here at some moisture and some rain. Probably a lot more precip around the area, across a much broader area. So if you miss out on the rain Friday, don't worry, there's rain coming on Sunday, probably for everyone. So that is the latest there, according to the model runs of next few days. All right, and here is a look at the risk map from the Storm Prediction Center down in Norman, Oklahoma. This is the category outlook for tomorrow. And as you can see there, that area around shaded in green there does include the Sioux Falls area, the marginal risk of severe weather. Now, let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. We got the slight risk in yellow, which does include the far southeastern corner of South Dakota there, Clay and Union counties there. Does include Vermilion, Akron, Sioux City, Elk Point, Haywarden, and also a majority of northwestern Iowa there. They're in that slight risk, Sioux Center, Spencer. And then also down here is where we got the areas in orange from Sioux City down to Ottawa, Omaha, eastern Nebraska into western Iowa, Storm Lake, Carroll areas there, Atlantic Iowa, all in an enhanced risk, and that is the strongest area of concern there. And let me go ahead and do this as well. And so this is a little bit of a different map here. This is your tornado risk for tomorrow. And as you can see, the area there in green, that is your 2% risk. And then the area in brown is the 5% tornado risk. And then the yellow, which is the hatched area, it's actually a hatched area. Which there's a 10%, but there's also a hatched tornado risk there associated with that. And so that is the greatest concern here. It's anywhere from in between Sioux City and Omaha, kind of down here. Again, eastern Nebraska, western Iowa, that is your area of greatest tornado risk. Now, based on what we've been seeing with the model runs this evening, it would not shock me at all if that risk tomorrow gets shifted north and west. Based on what we've been seeing, a lot of stronger storms kind of coming from northeastern Nebraska heading into southeastern South Dakota. So if that scenario plays out, this risk would be shifting north and west. So, and I think it wouldn't take a lot to move that risk north and west, kind of to include Sioux Falls, just based on the model runs that we've been seeing this evening. Really showing more activity farther north and west of this risk. So very interesting there, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Definitely expect a tornado watch, eastern Nebraska, western Iowa tomorrow, maybe even clipping southeastern South Dakota as well tomorrow. But tornado watch will most likely be happening as a possible tornado outbreak tomorrow. And we will have chasers out in the field. AJ and his team, they will be down in the Sioux City area, kind of monitoring the situation. And so we will have our team down chasing this event tomorrow. So, and we also will be doing coverage as well for you guys on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter or X. So we will be doing coverage as well tomorrow. So along with live chasers. So that is the latest here from T-Storm Chasers. Again, follow us on all of our social medias to keep an eye on the storms for tomorrow and all the latest weather information. Again, tomorrow will be a busy day. We will have chasers out in the field. AJ and his team will be out. We'll have live coverage as needed. Pretty likely, based on what we're seeing, that we're going to probably be doing wall-to-wall tornado coverage tomorrow. So that is the latest here from T-Storm Chasers. And again, we got more videos will be coming in the following days, and as well as our daily 10-day and our bus stops on social media, and then we'll also have all the severe weather updates as well as we get them. So thank you guys for watching, and you all have a great night.